Alright guys, welcome back to another interview on MMAUnhinged. I'm here joined by Bellator lightweight match, Rohskopf. How is it going?
Not too bad.
We just had a little bit of fun off air, and I almost fumbled it right there because you tried to tell me to say something that was totally wrong. I was asking how I pronounce your name, and then you tried to fool me.
I
Well,
didn't
you
try
did
to
fool
fool
me.
you. I did fool you.
You did fool me. You fooled me pretty good. And if it was recorded, you said, yeah, I'd have to send you that clip. And god damn, man, it's 1-0 to you, but that was good. I like it, but I'll have to get you back next time. But let's talk about, obviously, the fight, the all-important fight, Bellator 286 against Mike Hamel. Before we get into it, though, how has it been down, at Extreme Couture?
I've been there since I've moved to Vegas. Extreme Couture is the reason I moved to Vegas in the first place. It's been good. Can't complain.
And how's the camp specifically, obviously, for this fight?
Good. I think me and my coaches in my training, it's been more focused on, and this has been different from the rest of my career. I'm more focused on my performance and less about training really goddamn hard. That's all I've known my whole life is just work hard and train harder than everyone else. And sometimes that doesn't lead to the best performance. So we're really been training in a way that hopefully is going to make me perform at my best.
Yeah, and let's talk about who will help you perform at your best. Down at Extreme Couture, Eric Nikchik, fantastic coaches, Jake Shields, Eddie Baracco, Nathan Petit. The list goes on and on and on. How influential are they into you, obviously in the camp and obviously in your corner when you're fighting?
Couldn't do it without them. Would never want to do it without anyone else.
Absolutely, and obviously, let's talk about the good stuff. The fight that you have at Bellator 286 against Mike Hamel. First and foremost, how excited are you to make your Bellator debut?
I'm grateful. I'm grateful to make my Bellator debut.
Why grateful? What does that word mean?
It's I guess it's a calming word for me to just step back and be grateful for the opportunity to go out there and hopefully put on a show for everyone watching and make everyone who is around me and I see him every day, make all those people proud.
Absolutely, and obviously Bellator is, as you talked about, a fantastic promotion, second best promotion in the world. I mean, you get to showcase your skills on a world stage. What are you looking to prove at Bellator 286 against Mike Hamel?
What am I looking to prove? I haven't thought about it. I'm not looking to prove anything to anyone. Everyone else can piss off. I know what I can and can't do.
Yeah, and the fight versus Mike Hamel is a fantastic one. Mike's an experienced fighter inside that Bellator cage. 2 wins and 2 losses, and obviously 2 last fights are coming away by victory. Against some fantastic competition. If you have watched them last 2 wins, how would you rate them?
I haven't watched them, but and I don't know too much about him, but I do know that I think he is a lot of respect for him because I can definitely tell just by looking at who he's fought and who he's won and who he's lost to that he doesn't hide from anyone, and he'll fight anyone. So I respect him for that.
Yeah, and you talked about that you don't know too much about him. When Bellator obviously brought you Hamel as a name on the contract, obviously you had to learn a little bit more about him.
No, I didn't even quite know who it was until I got already signed it. That's not something that me, my coaches, and my manager really are concerned about. I'll take whatever fight is given to me.
Yeah, and Mike Hamel in a previous interview has said that this fight is gonna sprawl. He's gonna sprawl and brawl in this fight against you. How do you see the fight going?
I don't know how it's gonna go. It might go like that.
Yeah, I love it. The way you just smile about it, I can see the mentality coming through.
What mentality?
Obviously, the fighter's mentality, because when obviously talking about the fight.
Oh, I don't know if I have a fighter's mentality, but I think, I think it's hard to say for me anyway. I'm not going to know how it's going to go until I feel what's happening. Unless I've trained with the person, I don't know. Everything I do is a lot based on my feel for things, and how I feel is how I'm going to react.
Yeah, and I think it's a very tough fight for your debut. As I talked about, Mike Hamel is a very, very tough veteran, very experienced inside the Bellator cage. Obviously, you've signed a multi-fight deal with Bellator, so there is plans for the future, and obviously, maybe a run at that title.
Maybe I gotta get through Michael Hamel first.
Yeah, obviously, with a win over Mike Hamel, where do you see that? Where do you see that going for you? And you're obviously with the win over Mike Hamel. Where do you see that after the fight? Where do you think that puts you?
It's hard to say. It depends on if I win, and then it depends on how I win. If I win a close split decision, I think that is a lot different than if I get a first round submission. It kind of depends on how I look in there.
Absolutely. And what are the goals for obviously for Bellator in the future? I know the belt is held by Patrick Pitbull. I know you're probably licking your lips at that.
I'm worried about Michael Hamel in the next fight. I have no long-term goals. I'm worried about today and a little bit concerned for next Saturday, but I'm worried about today first, tomorrow next, and then keep moving forward from there.
Mm-hmm. And obviously, we talked about the Mike Hamel matchup. What do you think he will bring to you on the table on fight day?
I think he's going to be tough as nails.
Do you think a finish will be able to present itself inside the fight?
Yeah, for both of us. Like every fight.
I love your answers. It's absolutely phenomenal. And your smile at the end, it really tops it off. And then let's talk about a few more about that fight on Bellator 286. How would you describe your performance? How is it going to look after, say, a few days after? How are fans going to describe your performance after that one?
I don't know. It hasn't happened yet.
Brilliant. Well, you really put me on the spot, but yeah, that was a good answer. You really put me on the spot, but yes. Let's move on. Obviously, you talked about obviously the future, and you said you don't really look at the future. But I wanted to talk about obviously the champion, Patrick Pitbull versus Uzman Nurmagomedov. I just wanted to give your thoughts on the Bellator lightweight championship that's going down.
I do not watch the fights unless it's my teammates watching. Unless it's my teammates fighting. So I haven't seen either one of them fight. I think I watched Michael Chandler fight Pitbull very many years ago, and I have never seen Uzman fight. And they are not one of my friends that I see every day, so they can piss off. I do not know them.
How would you view the current state of the Bellator lightweight division?
What's the current state of the division? I think there's a couple guys that are up and coming that I know of that are gonna do really, really well against some of the guys that are in the top 10 right now. I think there's definitely going to be some new blood up towards the top. I think it's going to change, especially with Pitbull getting older, Michael Chandler leaving, some of the younger college wrestling guys coming up and through right now, and some of the what would you call it? well, to me, it's the foreigners that they've added. I think there's a lot of guys that aren't in the top 10 right now that would beat a lot of the top 10 guys fairly handedly.
Yeah, absolutely. I do agree. And obviously, you're probably looking to get in the mix there and have them fight against these top 10.
Yeah, if they want to get in the mix with me, I'm gonna fight whoever they tell me to fight.
Absolutely. I feel like you're obviously a company's fighter, saying yes to, and obviously everyone.
UFC didn't think so, but
A little short dig there at the UFC. I love it. You have to.
it's not a dig. That's just what they thought. That's just the fact.
Yeah. Is there still feelings towards the UFC?
I don't have feelings towards ex-girlfriends, no.
That is brilliant. I love it. Anyway, Max, thank you for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure. I wish you the best of luck at Bellator 286. I hope you come out and get the win. And obviously against the tough fight against Mike Hamel. I know it's going to produce. Make sure you tune in to watch this one. Thank you very much, Max. A very good bye.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thanks for having fun.